Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we explore a story that speaks of transformation, courage, and the silent power of innocence. It's a tale that begins in a dusty, sun-bleached town where every alley carries an echo of the past, and every shadow holds a memory of violence. The man at the center of it all was known as a gunman, his reputation feared by many, respected by some, but truly understood by none. For years, his life had been defined by the cold weight of steel in his hand and the sharp crack of bullets that decided fates. Yet, one moment, one simple smile from a child, would change the course of his life forever. The exterior of this tale unfolds in a place where the horizon burns gold in the evenings, and the wind carries both the scent of dust and the whisper of danger. The streets are lined with aged wooden storefronts, their faded paint peeling like old wounds. Horses stand tethered outside the saloon, their tails swishing lazily against flies. Every step on the dry earth sends up tiny clouds that linger in the air. It is here, amid the heat and grit, that the gunman's shadow stretched long and heavy. His presence was enough to silence a crowd, his reputation preceding him like a storm cloud over open plains. But on this day, the storm was about to break in a way no one expected. The interior of the story is far more intimate. It is not built of saloon walls or narrow rooms, it is the quiet space inside a man's heart. A space long locked away by pride, regret, and the rigid codes of survival. In that space, a child's laughter landed like a stone in still water, sending ripples across years of hardened silence. His performance in the life he once led had been unmatched. The quick draw, the steady aim, the instincts honed to perfection, these were the skills that had kept him alive and made his name known far beyond this town. There was no hesitation in him, no uncertainty. When danger rose, he moved before others could even think. His survival was not luck, it was an art, one painted in swift movements and decisive ends. Yet for all his skill, there was no peace in his victories, no rest after the dust settled. Each duel won was just another night of staring at the ceiling, feeling the ghosts of those who had fallen. The safety features of this transformation lie not in the metal barrel of a gun, but in the fragile connection between a hardened man and a small child. She was no more than 8, with hair the color of sunlight and eyes that seemed to hold questions she never spoke aloud. In her presence, the gunman felt a strange kind of safety, not from bullets, but from himself. She made him aware of what could be protected rather than destroyed. Her simple act of handing him a wilted flower became his shield, her trust the armor he had never known he needed. The unique selling points of his decision were as rare as they were profound. This was not the surrender of a man beaten by the world, nor was it the bargain of someone seeking redemption for his own sake. It was the unplanned act of letting go, of trading the cold certainty of violence for the unpredictable warmth of human connection. In a world where power was measured in how many you could defeat, he found a strength in choosing not to fight at all. That moment in which he set his weapon down was not weakness, it was an unshakable declaration that some things are worth more than winning. If this story had a price, it could not be paid in coin or gold. It would be measured instead in the years he might have lost had he kept walking the same road, in the futures that child and others like her would be free to live because one man decided to change. The value of his choice is beyond material wealth, it's the currency of time, peace, and the possibility of a different ending than the one everyone expected for him. In conclusion, this story reminds us that even those defined by violence are not beyond the reach of kindness. A single moment, a small act, can dismantle years of anger, bitterness, and pain. The gunman who once lived by the speed of his draw now found purpose in the slow, steady rhythm of watching a child grow without fear. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the town, his silhouette no longer stood as a warning but as a quiet promise that change, however unlikely, is always possible.